Your 3-year-old just said their first full sentence, and you're so proud. But what if I told you that 7 things you're doing right now, things that seem completely harmless, could be quietly stealing thousands of words from your child's vocabulary? I'm about to share something that made me completely rethink how I interact with my own kids, and by the end of this video, you'll never look at everyday moments the same way again. Intro and credibility. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I've spent over a decade working with families as a speech-language pathologist. I've evaluated hundreds of children, and here's what keeps me up at night. The children who struggle the most often come from loving homes where parents had no idea they were doing anything wrong. Today, I'm sharing the 7 most common habits I see, habits backed by research from Stanford, MIT, and Harvard, that are accidentally limiting your child's language potential. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly how to fix each one. Before we dive in, let me ask you, what age did your child say their first word? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Mistake number 1, the background noise trap. Let me tell you about Emma. Her mom brought her to me at age 4 because Emma barely spoke in sentences. When I asked about their home environment, her mom said, "Oh, we always have the TV on for background noise. It's comforting." Here's the problem. A study from the University of Washington found that for every hour of background TV, children heard 770 fewer words from adults. That's not watching kids' shows together. That's just having it on in the background. Here's the science. Your child's brain is constantly scanning for meaningful language. But when there's competing noise, TV, radio, YouTube videos playing, their brain has to work overtime to filter out what matters. This is called auditory masking, and it's exhausting for developing brains. By age 3, a child in a quiet home has heard approximately 30 million more meaningful words than a child in a noisy environment. The fix is simple. Create quiet pockets in your day. During meals, playtime, and the first hour after wake-up, turn off all background media. Watch how your child's attempts to communicate explode within just 2 weeks. What's your biggest source of background noise at home? TV, music, or something else? Let me know below. Mistake number 2. Pacifier past age 2. I'll never forget 3-year-old Lucas. Brilliant kid, understood everything, but his speech was barely intelligible. The hidden culprit? He had a pacifier in his mouth 12 hours a day. Here's what most parents don't realize. When a child constantly has something in their mouth, they can't practice the precise tongue and lip movements needed for clear speech. Research from the University of Chile tracked 128 children and found that those who used pacifiers past age 3 had 3 times the rate of speech disorders. It's not just about the mouth being blocked, it's about missed practice. Every moment with a pacifier is a moment your child isn't experimenting with sounds, words, and sentences. Here's your action plan. If your child is over 2, start by limiting pacifier use to sleep time only. Give a 2-week transition period, then eliminate it completely. Yes, there might be some tears, but language development is worth it. Offer a comfort object instead, a special blanket or a stuffed animal. Stay with me, because mistake number 5 is something 95% of parents do every single day without realizing the damage. Mistake number 3. Finishing their sentences. Picture this. Your 4-year-old says, "Mommy, I want the," and you jump in with the blue cup? Here you go. You're being helpful, right?
Wrong.
MIT researchers found that children whose parents consistently finished their sentences showed 40% less language growth over 6 months. Here's why. Every time your child struggles to find a word, their brain is building neural pathways. It's like lifting weights. The struggle is the growth. When you finish their sentences, you're literally doing their mental push-ups for them. I get it. Waiting is hard. We want to help. But here's what Sarah, a mom I worked with, discovered. When she started waiting just 5 extra seconds before helping, her son's vocabulary doubled in 3 months. 5 seconds. Try this. Count to 7 silently when your child is searching for a word. Give encouraging looks, nod, maybe repeat their last word to help them, but resist the urge to finish. You'll be amazed at what they find in that pause. Have you caught yourself doing this? Comment guilty if this is you. No judgment. We're all learning. Mistake number 4. Too much praise, too little conversation. Good job. Amazing. Great work. Sound familiar? Here's what happened with 4-year-old Mia. Her parents praised everything, but rarely had actual conversations with her. By age 5, she could barely hold a back-and-forth exchange. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck's research shows that generic praise doesn't build language, specific, descriptive conversation does. Instead of "good job on that puzzle," try "I noticed you put all the edge pieces together first." What's your strategy for the middle? The difference? The first is a conversation ender. The second is a conversation starter. Harvard's 30 million words project found that back-and-forth exchanges, what they call conversational turns, are the single best predictor of language development. Not fancy toys, not expensive classes, not even reading time. Just genuine conversation. Your challenge. Today, replace 5 instances of "good job" with descriptive observations that invite your child to respond. I see you chose the red block. Tell me about your tower. Watch what happens. Coming up next is the mistake I see in nearly every home I visit, and it's the easiest one to fix. Mistake number 5. Phone time during meals. Let me paint a picture. It's dinner time. You've had a long day, and you're scrolling through your phone while your child eats. It seems harmless. You're together, right? But Boston Medical Center found that children whose parents used phones during meals had significantly poorer language skills than those whose parents didn't. Here's the devastating math. If you're on your phone during 3 meals a day for just 15 minutes each, that's 273 hours per year of lost conversation opportunity. That's thousands upon thousands of potential words, questions, and exchanges gone. I worked with Jake's family. They started something they called phone jail, a basket by the door where all phones went during dinner. Within 1 month, Jake went from speaking in 2-word phrases to telling elaborate stories about his day. His mom told me, "I didn't realize how much I was missing." Here's the challenge. 1 meal a day, no phones. Not on silent. Not face down. Not nearby. Gone. Use that time to ask open-ended questions. What was the best part of your day? What made you laugh? What was tricky? Be honest, how many meals do you look at your phone? Drop a number in the comments. Mistake number 6. Only using simple words. Let's get in the car and go bye-bye. If your child is over 18 months and you're still using baby talk, you're accidentally limiting their vocabulary ceiling. Here's something that surprised me. A University of Washington study tracked 26 families and found that children whose parents used sophisticated vocabulary knew 2.5 times more words by kindergarten. But here's what this doesn't mean. You don't need to lecture your toddler using medical terminology. You just need to add 1 level of complexity. Instead of big dog, try enormous dog. Instead of pretty flower, try vibrant tulip. Instead of feeling sad, try feeling disappointed. 3-year-old Zoe's parents started doing this. When Zoe saw a bird, instead of just saying bird, they'd say, "That's a cardinal. See its brilliant red feathers?" 6 months later, Zoe's vocabulary was in the 95th percentile. Try this. Choose 3 boring words you use frequently, big, nice, pretty, and replace them with more descriptive alternatives for 1 week. Your child's brain is a sponge. Give it something rich to absorb. Mistake number 7. Not narrating your actions. You're folding laundry, cooking dinner, or loading the dishwasher in silence. You're busy, I get it. But developmental psychologist Dr. Erica Hoff found that children who hear self-talk and parallel talk from parents show accelerated language growth. Here's what this looks like in real life. Instead of silently making a sandwich, say, "First, I'm spreading the creamy peanut butter on the soft bread. Now I'm carefully adding the sweet strawberry jam. Let's press the 2 pieces together gently." My friend Sarah started doing this during every activity, getting dressed, making coffee, putting away toys. Her 2-year-old's vocabulary exploded. Within 4 months, he went from 50 words to over 200. The magic is that you're modeling language in context. Children learn words best when they're attached to actions they can see and understand. Your action step. Pick 1 routine activity today, getting dressed, preparing a snack, driving somewhere, and narrate every single step. Yes, you'll feel silly. Yes, your child is learning hundreds of connections. Hold on, because I'm about to tie all 7 of these together in a way that makes them effortless. Recap and real-world application. Let's bring this home. Here are your 7 silent language thieves. 1. Background noise stealing meaningful words. 2. Pacifiers blocking speech practice. 3. Finishing sentences preventing brain growth. 4. Generic praise instead of real conversation. 5. Phone time during meals. 6. Only using simple vocabulary. 7. Silent routines without narration. Now here's the beautiful part. You don't need to fix all 7 tomorrow. Pick just one. The one that made you think, oh no, that's definitely me. Maybe it's putting phones away at dinner. Maybe it's waiting before finishing sentences. Start there. I worked with the Martinez family. They tackled 1 habit per week. By week 7, their daughter Sophia had gone from barely speaking at age 4 to telling imaginative stories that made the whole family laugh. The mom told me through tears, I thought something was wrong with her. It was just these little things we didn't know about. Your child's language development window is wide open right now. Every conversation, every narrated moment, every patient pause is building their future ability to express themselves, make friends, succeed in school, and advocate for themselves. Here's my question for you. Which of these 7 mistakes hit home the hardest? Comment the number 1 through 7, and I'll reply with your customized next step. Call to action. If this video opened your eyes the way it did for thousands of other parents, do me a favor. Hit that like button so YouTube shows this to more families who need it. Subscribe and click the notification bell because next week, I'm revealing the 5 sentences that build your child's brain faster than anything else, and they're sentences you can start using today. And here's a special challenge. Share this video with one parent friend who needs to hear this. Send it in a text right now with the message, "This changed how I talk to my kids." Together, we can help thousands of children find their voices. Drop your commitment in the comments. I'm fixing habit #__. I'm reading every single comment and cheering you on. Remember, you're not a bad parent for making these mistakes. You're an incredible parent for being here and learning. Your child is lucky to have you. I'll see you in the next video, where we're diving into the secret language building power of everyday activities you're already doing. You've got this. Don't forget to comment your number 1 through 7, and I'll help you create your personalized plan.